Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, the 28th of December 2021. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery for today's reading. Let's see what these cards have to say about Tuesday the 28th and what energy you'll be working with. So as always, I'm just going to shuffle these a few times and then I'm going to choose 3 cards to see what the day is all about. So let's see what that is. The first card is in here. I can feel it. It is the King of Pentacles. Okay, amazing. Then we have the 9th card in the Major Arcana. So we've got the Hermit. And finally, Strength, the 11th card of the Major Arcana. They switch that around sometimes. Sometimes the Strength card is the 8th card, and sometimes it's the 11th, like it is in this deck. 11 usually is Justice. So I'm a big believer in the Strength card being the number 8, because in numerology, 8 is power and force and the ability to do things. 11 is much more about cause and effect, being of service to other people. So let's see what the card has to say on that. So first of all, the King of Pentacles is a court card. These are characteristics that you feel within yourself, or a certain area of focus that becomes very important to you. Or it could be that certain people come into your life who talk to you about things that relate to the suit of Pentacles, which is money, career, your job, being creative, your body, your daily routine. What's interesting is that we've got a lion here as well, and that's very unusual for the King of Pentacles. Again, a symbol of strength. So strength here is a big theme on this day. Self-reliance, obviously. The Strength card says, well, if you are so strong and if you can manage your circumstances, then please do take on as much as you can, because you can rise to the occasion and do very well. And it's interesting that the lion then relates to the King of Pentacles, who is all about his work and the way his environment looks and security. So if there are things which are problematic for you in terms of your work, you'll be able to deal with those very easily and very effectively today. You're also able to express yourself creatively. Earth is about adapting what is and creating new content. And finally, it could also be making changes to your day-to-day routine or your career if you're not happy. And even though that may be frightening, or you may have some doubts about that or some insecurity, you certainly have the strength to make a big life-changing decision like that on this day. So look out for opportunities that come in via other people. Listen to the ideas that you get internally that say, hey, take this action step to make a change to the way you earn a living or the way you express yourself. Those are very important. And we also have the King and Queen in the court cards. The Queen is very much about looking at what is and beautifying it and creating something that works for you. So adapting your circumstances. The King is very much about building something completely new, generating new content, and creating circumstances from scratch. So you don't need to have, a contact at the company you want to work for. You don't need to use your connections or anything like that to get a foot in the door. You're able to take something and create it on your own without help from other people or society or huge amounts of money to invest in this project or idea or venture. It's something that you can do on your own. The 9th card of the Major Arcana, the Hermit, this is the big fundamental theme of this day, along with the Strength card. So the Hermit is by himself. He's got this star hovering over his hands, and he's trying to find enlightenment by himself. And again, that can be very challenging and can be somewhat intimidating. Like, where do I begin with this? What am I supposed to be doing? So the key here is that you have the strength and the ability to manage your practical physical circumstances, but you're also able to use that strength and to apply it to where you're at spiritually and to gain some clarity and to shine some light upon the situation, especially if you feel like you've got off track or you don't know what you're doing, or you've been asking the big questions. What is it all about? What am I doing here? The Hermit allows you to quiet down, to take a moment for yourself and then to realize these answers from within. Usually the Hermit has a lantern. So he's this kind of guiding force that lights up everything. And the way he does that is simply by listening and remaining quiet a little bit. Obviously, if you're speaking, you can't hear very much. So that's what the Hermit is good at. He's able to sit back, to observe, to ask the questions, and then he's able to receive the messages, which may appear, as in this deck, as stars, because the answers are so bright and valuable and important that it feels like they guide you. You know, like a star up in the sky, you can use that to navigate if you're on a ship or whatever back in the olden days. So it's the answers that you get from within that you can then use to guide you in future and to influence your decisions very, very well. Finally, the Strength card. Okay, so usually it's a woman dressed in white and she's taming the beast. And she has this infinity symbol on top of her. So the message is that you always have it within yourself to manage difficult circumstances. Oh, through your will, it even says on this card. And that's something that you've always been able to do. So please do rely on yourself. Use your own innate power to sort out situations. You don't need to get someone else to do it. Plus, these two are looking at each other. So with the physical, earthy strength, combined with spiritual strength and understanding, you really can't go wrong. And the outcome is this temporary court card, the King, which allows you to generate something brand new from scratch based on your insights, your feelings, and your willingness to roll up your sleeves and to get busy and to do the work. So here we don't just have a lion, symbol of strength, we also have a greyhound and a little cat. So the greyhound, obviously speed. You're able to get things done quickly. And the cat is often a symbol of mysticism and hidden influences. It's like, is it Isis in Egyptian mythology? Excuse me if I got that wrong, but I always associate cats with a connection to the abstract realms, and it's this ability to manifest, to connect with magic, and to see things which aren't just of this world. And maybe you may think this is a bit of a stretch here, but the cat is looking up at the Hermit, and she allows you to receive these spiritual messages, to be illuminated, and then to immediately to translate that into practical action very quickly. Imagine if you've got an idea or you want something done and you've got this team at your disposal. It's like, oh, I need to send a letter. Let's ring this lady with all her pets here. Then you know that letter is going to be posted very, very quickly. So it can be something small and you find it very, very easy to do. Or it can be something life-changing, like changing your whole living situation or your work. And it really doesn't matter whether it is big or small. You have the ability to deal with everything on your own terms. And what's also interesting is that we have a star at the center of this infinity symbol. And the infinity symbol, obviously this way around, is an 8, which again to me says the 8th card of the major arcana is strength. But it's the enlightenment that kind of kicks off this infinite power. So I think the key here is looking within, and the Hermit is at the center of this spread. So the important thing is to ask the questions, what am I doing? What's important to me? What do I want my life to look like? That then immediately galvanizes you into action, and boom, you can make changes very, very easily. Also, if you have some sort of, epiphany, then write about it, paint it. If you're a creative type, design, anything, garden or the architecture or interior decorating or anything like that, you're able to give a very clear and practical voice to the things that are happening internally. So that also bodes very well if you are someone who's experienced writer's block, or if you haven't felt very creative lately, then this day is really going to turn that around for you, and you can be incredibly prolific in terms of your output. So number-wise, we've got the King is a court card, that's 1, and 9 is 10, and then 11 is 21, 2 and 1 is 3, and 3 in numerology is communication and new beginnings. So it's the communication with yourself and the universe that allows you then to jump into action and to make a fresh start. So I hope you have an amazing day. If you would like a personal reading with me, I am back at my home now. I had a lovely Christmas with my mother. I didn't spend a lot of time this year. I wanted to, I don't know, I just wanted to kind of keep my head in, yeah, I don't know what that's about this year. But yeah, I am here and available. So if you do want to speak to me, then please do get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Scroll down a little bit on the front page of the website and look for the Book Your Readings button. Click on that to order your reading with me. I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology in my personal readings. If you have any questions about your life purpose or what you ought to be doing work-wise, what the universe has in store and what's meant for you, where you are strong, where you're quick, where you have extra senses, and where you may need a little bit of support. The astrology chart shows you all of that. It's an incredible tool. So if you'd like some more information, then please do get in touch with me for a personal reading. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.